Hey there, what's going on? I'm hoping that as you've heard a little bit more about my story, that it's going to be inspiring to you. Again, I do encourage you to read. Some things are worth fighting for. Some of this is going to make a whole lot of sense reading the book as well as doing the course. I will say that some of the things that you're going to find in this course are going to be counterintuitive. What does that mean? It means that it's going to go against what you already know. And it is important. A person that I love watching is a guy named Myron Golden. And Myron Golden says, what I am going to say to you is going to be counterintuitive. He says this, he says, if you already knew what I was going to tell you, you would already be doing it. If you knew how to do what I'm going to teach you how to do, you would already be doing it. I'm going to ask you to do some things that may go against, you're going to feel a little, my mommy's got that lump in your throat, when it's something hard to swallow, something hard to take. But I promise you, if you come with an open heart, I promise you, if you come with an open mind and you say, you know what, I've tried it my way. And now I want to do it. I want to make sure that I can do this and finish this and complete this and change. Then I'm going to ask you. It requires you. It calls and beckons you to do something different. If you want to get a different result, you have to put in different kind of work. So what are you going to be getting in this course? What are you going to be getting in this course? You're going to be finding out how to get this trauma, how to get control of the trauma that you've experienced. Because oftentimes our trauma has taken over. Our emotions have taken over. Our fears have taken over. And we're going to teach you how you get authority and power over your story. Because your story doesn't have to dominate your life anymore. What happened to you no longer has to have control over you. What happened to you, it no longer has to affect your current relationships. You no longer have to be in a place where you're isolated and the people you're in a relationship with keep saying, I don't understand what's wrong. Why are you not talking about this? Why are you not dealing with this? You no longer have to avoid things. That in this lesson, we're going to be teaching you in this course on how to gain power and control over your story so that you can determine what your story will be in the future. You'll become the author. That's what we're trying to teach you, is how to become the author of your own story. So you can write your own story. So you can determine what your character will be. So you can determine what your role will be. So you can determine if you're going to be a hero or a villain. So you can determine if you're going to be healed or you're going to be sick. So you can determine if you're going to be whole or you're going to be broken. That's what we want to do. And how do we do that? We're going to do that by teaching you, one, to understand that because we've been hurt, to identify that hurt, that once we've been hurt, guess what? It's because of something that happened. We're going to deal with what happened to you, right? And you say, well, why is that important? Because once we start dealing with that, we're going to start saying, hey, you know what? Because you've been hurt, you've probably hurt someone else. Because you ever heard the phrase, hurt people hurt people? And ultimately what we're going to do is see and explore, discover areas of where perhaps you have hurt someone else. And then once we understand how we've hurt others, then we apologize for our hurting and what we contribute to hurting others. Once you get that foundation, right, about how you have hurt others, I'm telling you, there's something amazing happens. All of a sudden, you recognize that who has ever hurt you and what happened in the past, whatever happens in the past starts getting put in the right place. We're going to help you get your past that's right now in front of you to put it in the correct place, which is behind you. Right now, you see everything through your past experiences. You are in relationship based on your past experiences. You hear through your past experiences. You feel through your past experience. You judge people based on your past experience, which means your past is in front of you and not behind you. And so we're going to teach you how to put your past behind you so that ultimately you clear your path and we can learn to forgive. We can learn to let go of some stuff, so that your future becomes clear. And now all of a sudden you can write your own story in your relationships. And you can be the person you want to be on the inside, but right now don't know how to be. That's what you're going to discover in this course. I'm telling you now, we're going to be dealing with also how you tap into a higher power. We're going to learn and discover how you tap into some higher power so that you can do something that right now seems impossible. How do you do what right now seems impossible? You have to connect to something that's bigger than yourself. And so we're going to deal with that. I'm excited. We have samples. We're going to have samples and examples of how to do all of this and exercises on how to do this. And I know that if you follow these steps, I promise you, the you that you've been waiting, the you that other people have been waiting on, the future that you desire in your heart is what you're going to have. So you'll hear me keep saying, take the journey. Let's take the journey together. There'll be times you want to stop and you want to slow down, you want to process, that's cool. But what I encourage, let's keep taking the journey together. You can do this. I believe in you. You say, you don't even know me. I see me in you. That's why you're here. Because you're at a place, you're at a crossroads. And you recognize in your heart of hearts that if you don't do something different, something is going to happen and it will lead you to regret. Don't let another day go by and you not invest in the pieces and the parts and the people in your life that you say are most important. I've been a minister, I'm a pastor, and I've been a chaplain. And when I go to people's bedside, when they're on their deathbed, I've never heard anybody talk about the stuff they have, the stuff they bought, their house, their cars. You know what I hear people talk about? It's the relationships, the experiences that they had. It becomes the most important thing in the end. And so if it is the most important thing in the end, why not invest and make sure that it is the best that it can be so in the end you will not have regrets? This is your opportunity to set straight now, to put things in order now, so that when you get to the place, not if, but when you get to the place when it's time for you to leave, it's time for me to leave this earth, we can leave peacefully because we know that we had our relationships in the right place. And we can know leaving we've given our best to the people we loved. Are you ready to take the journey? I know you are. Let's take the journey together. You're not by yourself. You're not alone in this. I've been where you are, and I'm going to help you get to the other side. Let's take this journey together.